Okay, welcome to Ben-Omo Electrical Company Limited. This is two pieces of 12 kVA inverters from Felicity and a 70.5 kilowatt hour battery, but they're actually two in numbers. But for this video, I will be focusing more on paralleling the both inverters. So I'll be giving you a tutorial on how to parallel these two inverters. Then after which I'll drop another video of how we paralleled these two batteries, 17.5 kilowatt. So just please stay tuned, do well to please like, share, comment, and let us know your thoughts. Thank you very much.
So right now, what are the basics for communicating the inverter? So the first thing I'll do right now is I'll turn off the inverter. After turning off the inverter, I'll turn off the breaker.
For the battery, after turning off the breaker for the battery,
What I'll do quickly is that I'll allow the system to go shut down completely. You understand? So the system will actually shut down completely, and after that, wait for a little while. So as you can see, the battery has gone off, and right now the inverter has also gone off. Don't mind the connection, or just try and follow me closely. So we'll bring in the second battery and also communicate both batteries together, as well as communicating this inverter with the battery. Now the system has actually shut down completely. The system is shut down completely already. So the way you confirm, since the battery breaker is turned off, you can just press the inverter power button to see if it comes on. That will tell you that the battery has actually shut down. So some of the components we'll be needing are current sharing cable. This is what we call a current sharing cable. So as you can see, it comes with the inverter. Comes with the inverter. This is the current sharing cable. And also the communication dongle. This is a communication dongle. It also comes with the inverter. So as you can see, it has Cat 6 with 6-port connection. Cat 6, just like a flash. So the rule for this is that we're going to begin with the dongle and also end with the dongle. You understand? So you begin with the dongle, you end with the dongle. So we begin with the dongle by placing it on the parallel part, which is on the left hand side, and then we end with the dongle, that's by the right hand side. Then for this communication cable, you get the communication cable that communicates parallel connection. Parallel connection. Parallel connection shows the electricity CAN port. As you can see, this is the CAN port. This is the CAN port. As you can see, this is the CAN cable. And as you can see, it's showing Felicity CAN port. Only used for parallel communication. Only used for parallel communication. So what we're going to use it for? We're communicating these two inverters together. You understand? So don't forget the rule. We said we began with the communication port, port dongle, and then we end with the dongle. So at the left hand side here, we're going to make use of the dongle. At the right hand side for this one, we make use of what port? The dongle. Then this one will fill in the empty slot, which is for this guy, the right hand side, and then for this guy, the what? The left hand side. So right now, I'll plug it in. I'll then plug it in. Do the same. So right now, this has been set up. This has been set up. So the next thing we'll have to do is that I'll turn on the battery breaker and then turn on the battery. So then for the first inverter, I want to be master. I'll then turn that one on and turn it off immediately. Immediately I don't do that, I'll move into the setting parameter. Click on one, go over to 28, option number 28. When you move over to option number 28, we select their parallel. Initially, what comes with the inverter is single, that's SIG. That's what comes with the inverter. So, but you then now navigate over to PAL, which is parallel. Immediately I set on parallel, I'll move, press escape twice. I'll wait until this inverter shuts down. So I must wait till it shuts down. Until it shuts down, I should do nothing. I must move to the next. So we wait a bit. As you can see, it has shut down. It has gone down already. It has shut it down already. The next thing we'll be doing here is that I also do the same procedure for this. Turn on and off. Then go for the setup. On option 28, don't forget I said we've set this inverter already before. And just for explanatory purpose, I'll go to option number 28. Ideally, what comes with the inverter is what? Single. So you have to change it to parallel, PAL. You have to change it to what? PAL. On doing that, you press enter and then also press escape twice. You can just press to be sure, you can press 3 times, but a minimum of what? Twice. Minimum of twice. Hopefully. So right now, this inverter I'll wait a little while to show NE, then it goes off. When it has gone off, I know that my number one procedure has been settled. So So the next thing we just simply do is come over here, turn on the inverter, turn on the inverter, then you wait a little while. After about 3 to 5 seconds, you find out that the inverter comes on. Right now, as you can see on the screen, this is displaying HS, while this is displaying what? XL. So this is the master, while this is the what? The slave. So while this is the master, this is the slave. Just wait a little while for about 5 seconds again. You notice that it has put. You hear the clicking sound. You hear the clicking sound. As you can hear it, this has come up, this has come up. And if you check here, you notice that we are having similar output voltage. Sometimes the voltage difference may just be 1 volt. So as you can check here right now, this is 230 volts. If you check this very well, this is 229. At some point, this comes to 230, this comes to 229. But the voltage difference between this and this are different. Mind you, this I forgot to say it. You must make sure that your input live and neutral must collocate. In the sense that you must follow polarity. You must not miss the polarity. So your input live and neutral for the both inverters must be looped together before looping down to your grid for grid input. So that's for that. Do you understand? So the next thing we'll do is that for the output also, which is the load wire. So as you can see, it's rainbow here, so that you can actually see what we did, what we've done here. So if you check, this is the live load neutral. This is the load neutral. Please, this connection has already been done, but I would advise the person that has done this installation to do some things like indications. So just indicate on the cable. So we'll indicate on it later. So don't mind this connection. So this is it. The load neutral will be connected to the load neutral of this, and then the live neutral, the live output now will be connected to the what? Live, and that's load live. Load neutral. For the load neutral, connected to the load neutral here. Load live here, connected to the load live here. Then mind you, if you check this connection, you notice that the load live and neutral was tapped from one inverter, while it was looped down to this.
Okay, let's I forget. Let me also add this while we take a break. This job was actually called to me by someone actually, and someone had already started the job already, but couldn't get it communicated, couldn't get it completed. So I was called here to come help them get it communicated and also help to round off the job. Yeah. So I call him actually. He's actually my student, but I just call him Big Daddy. It's actually my student, but I call him Big Daddy. So this is the job. Stay tuned as we continue. Welcome back from the break.
My advice for installers is that don't do this way. When you are doing it, just it's the same thing actually, it's the same thing. But some persons have called and some persons are like, why is it that there's a slight difference in voltage in some of their communication stuff? The essence is this: resistance actually increases with increase in the length of cable. So what I would advise you to do is that make sure if you are tapping your live from here, you should tap your neutral from this point. If you tap your neutral from this point, you should tap your live from this other point. Yeah. Then also the same thing for your input. After looping, if you tap your live from this point, tap your neutral from this other point. So that's it. So, but whether you do it tap at the same point or whatsoever, it will still function. Yes, it will still function. But when we are looking at maybe what may cause a difference, a slight difference, like as you can see, this is 229, this is 229. At some point, we may notice that this goes to 230, this goes to 229. Just like 0.1 volt difference or 1 volt difference here. So this also helps to mitigate or reduce the voltage difference. So right now we are done with this, and we'll be turning over to the house. That's sorry. So as you can see, this is the load, and right now, I don't know where the switch. So right now, okay, this has been lighted up, and it's functioning properly. Please, can you switch over to lighter? Not the one. Okay, thank you very much. So right now, the fan has actually peaked. As you can see, the inverter is working. So the uplift.
Okay, lest I forget, there's also a component or a cable, which is the current sharing cable. Yes, so we're talking about that right now.
Current sharing cable. The left hand side should travel with the left hand side here. The right hand side should travel with the right hand side for this. So for the left hand side of this inverter, the current sharing wire, this very one, should travel with the left hand side here. And then the current sharing cable, which is this other one, for the right, should travel from that of the right hand side. So with this, we'll be able to successfully connect our Felicity inverter, 12 kV, 12 kV inverter, we'll be able to parallel them. So as you can see right now, this inverter is actually showing HS, while this is showing what? XL. So by this, we're going to add up, we're going to communicate these two batteries together. So I'll be showing you how to communicate these two batteries together. So
Okay, up next in my next video, I will show you how we communicated the two lithium batteries together, as well as communicating it over to the inverter itself. Please do well to always like, share, and comment. Thank you very much. Do well to also reach out to us for your solar system and inverter installations and repairs. Thank you very much.